you will, right? But you need that coach. You need somebody who's, because you're like, why am I not winning here? And you need somebody from the side who understands what's happening more from a peripheral to be able to show you what's going on. And one thing Erik did was he opened up my back office in front of my team, right? And we pulled it up, that whole lineage, right? The hierarchy. And he pointed out, Derek, you're recruiting. Look, you got one. This person's got a few people, but your team doesn't have people. And I've heard this and heard it, but again, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. So I said, okay, I don't want to go through what I went through the first time. I'm going to recruit heavily, but I need to make it stick and make it productive. And when Erik pointed that out, it resonated with me. So now my focus is on my team. It's not about me. It's not about me being on the chart, number one, number two. I'm still going to do this 3x5 every month. That's the other part of it, Jacques. I get this production up. But, get with your growing and knowledgeable senior partner, coach, whoever it is, to help you. Even with making these phone calls and making a list, that makes a difference. But anyway, I'm going to shut up. I'm going to introduce the man of the hour. He's a gentleman who needs no real recognition, but for those of you who are new, understand that he has been able to do what he's teaching. He and Jacques Vaughn, they're, one of 13 Gold Legacy members. And when I heard that, that made sense too, right? Because Rio's team is big, folks. And to be one of 13 Gold Legacy members, that says a lot, especially when you come with no previous experience. So with that, I'm going to get myself out of the way. I got my notepad and paper. I'm going to take copious notes. I hope you do too. And I'm going to pass it over to our fearless leader and the soul motivator, Mr. Erik Robinson.
Woo! Wow, Derek, that introduction, brother. Woo! Sometimes you I don't know, maybe y'all don't know. So I'm going to say in case y'all don't know. Sometimes you get introduced, and I know because I get introduced, I'm expected to be introduced, right? Because this is what I do every day. So this segment, I'm expecting somebody's going to introduce me. It's like pass the ball, you raise your hand, you expect somebody's going to talk. Money's going to talk, right? Money knows somebody's going to call on him. Certain people know somebody's going to call on you. So you expect it. But it's still, you just don't know, right? And to me, I don't undervalue the edification. I don't undervalue the introduction. So I mean, Derek, it hits home. It hits to my heart every time. So I just want to say thank you, Derek, for those words, because it resonated with me, right? It's not an expectation, it's a impartation, right? So now it leads me to, I gotta raise my level, right? It kind of makes you gotta come say something, right? It's like you gotta say something that's worthy of the introduction. Woo! And that's I don't know, y'all. I'm trying to tell you. I'm gonna give y'all a blueprint. I'm not gonna drift today. I'm gonna stay on task today. But I'm giving y'all something. When you put yourself in business, you are now. It's going to force you to. People are going to expect your level to keep rising. They're going to expect a level of excellence from you. Are y'all with me? If you come with a name of excellence, they're going to expect excellent service, right? Somebody says, I hustle harder for my last name than I do my first name. I didn't I heard that, right? Like, so when somebody says my last name, it got to mean something, right? So my parents made sure that the Robinson name meant something. And so I got to make sure Erik Robinson means something, but I do it for my family. I do it for the team, right? I do it for USAX, 3x5, baby. That's right, USAX. I do it for our team. So you got it. It comes with a level of expectation, but it comes with a level of anticipation. We're anticipating that you're going to say something. Now, I can tell y'all this, there are a lot of days I let y'all down. I feel like I let y'all down 9 out of 10 days. I don't know the heck y'all still here for. But that one day, I do feel good with that one time. Let me stop it. All right, so with that being said, thank you, Derek. That was just my way of saying thank you for that wonderful introduction. It really meant a lot to me for the words you said. Now, so some of y'all, Derek just gave y'all a masterclass. I don't know if y'all realize that. He gave y'all some of the blueprint, if you will. Some of y'all got a team. You may recruit 4 or 5 people, 2 or 3 people, but did you help your recruit get a recruit? Right? Did you help your recruit get a recruit? I was in a class last night with Jamie Prickett, the CEO of Experior And it was a small group. The group started big and they got smaller and smaller and smaller. It's called our Millionaire Maker class, right? And there's some things we got to do to stay in that class, right? And some people are going to become millionaires, and some people are already millionaires who have kind of dropped out. So it's not like, oh, you drop out, you're not going to be a millionaire, you're not going to make it. But one of the things he said, he's like, I'm big. I came from a network marketing background. So he's like, the difference between MLM and we are builders. He's like, to me, in my mindset, an MLM is a company that you recruit 10,000 people and then nobody sticks around. The next month, you got to go recruit another 10,000 people. The next month, you got to recruit another 10,000 people. But they fall off, they don't stick around. So you're always kind of filling the funnel and throwing things on the wall and seeing what sticks. See, I threw my plaques on the wall and they stuck. So anyway, that's a whole nother story. But that's what he said, MLM. He said, but we are a builders company. And the difference between a builders company is when you recruit 10,000, next month, you should be going up. You should go to 15,000. The next month, you should go up. The next month, you should go up. And he's like, this year, since our 10-year anniversary at Experior, every month has been a record month of increased new people joining. See, it's a difference between a building company and just going out recruiting people. Can we just go out recruiting people? You recruit them and hopefully somebody wins. No, we want to make sure we have a process to help make sure people win. Are y'all with me? They got to decide to win. But we have a system. Goes back to we got a system. Everybody gets a green sheet. The green sheet is a green sheet system, y'all. We go in our 120, but it's a whole system. That's why we had to exclude, and we can't let everybody into it no more, because we was giving people access to our proprietary system, and they was using our system more than my team was using the system. I'm just gonna tell y'all facts. I mean, people say, Erik, system, I love what y'all doing. I'm like, you ain't on my team. Now I get it. But at the time, my team was like, Erik, what should we do? I'm like, y'all don't understand. The people who are doing are using the system that we created. And some of y'all helped us put this thing together. So it goes back to that. We have a system that if you bring somebody on, you automatically have the blueprint to train them. When I talk to new people, and I talk to a lot of folks, y'all, when I'm talking to them, the biggest thing when it comes to recruiting, I'm going to get to my recruiting, because my topic's going to be about recruiting. The biggest thing when I talk to people is, what do we do? Erik, I don't want to. So, Josh, have you ever had somebody, a new person, say, hey, what do you want to do? And Derek, you probably can sing this. What do you want to do? I'm going to bring you up, Derek, real quick, all right? Because you are one of the top recruiters, actually last year, now still in the system, the top recruiter in the entire company. So I'm going to bring you up on stage here, Derek. Ask you this question. When you're recruiting people, and you recruited a lot of people, have you ever asked them or talked to them about whether they want to be a builder or they want to just be a solo producer? Has that conversation ever came up? Should they recruit somebody, or should they just start writing business?
Yes, I've evolved to that type of conversation today. Yes, because I want to find out what they want to do versus me putting on them what I would like for them to do.
All right, cool. So typically, what's the answer? Do they typically say, I want to recruit people, or they typically say, I want to learn first?
Door B, Erik.
Door B. Hey,
they want to get comfortable first. Yeah.
I want to learn it first, get comfortable, because I can't bring nobody, I can't show nobody how to do what I haven't done. So I got to come in and do it and all that kind of stuff. Now, Derek, when they take door number B, how many people in door number B go learn everything and become superstars, and then they start recruiting people?
That's 0.
See, they think door B is the path to go. I'm going to learn it first because I don't want to get nobody until I do it. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling y'all, I got so many people going down door B. I think door number B has a big ass pit hole, a hole in it or something. It's like a bottomless pit. They don't even see it. They go through door B. I'm going to go learn. I'll be back, Erik, and start telling other people. When I get it, I'm going to go tell some people, and you find a way to go. They fell in the sinkhole.
Facts.
Not only did they not learn anything, they didn't bring nobody, and now they're sitting there struggling, and you don't know where they are. And the next thing you know, I get a resignation notice. Billy Bob has resigned. Why? Because Billy Bob never followed the what? System. Thank you, Derek. I just want to make sure I wasn't the only one having that prompt. Billy Bob never followed the system. We tell y'all, it's not an either or. It is your business. It's not like when you drive in a car, do you have to decide if I'm going to use the gas today or the brake pedal today? You're best to use both if you're going someplace and you want to stop at that destination. Are y'all with me? You're going to need the gas and you're going to need the brakes. So you're going to need to recruit some people and you're going to need to write some deals. You're going to need the deals and the policy. You're going to need both. Now, if you get good at teaching people how to write deals, you might not personally have to write a whole lot of deals. That's not a requirement. But you may need both. Yadira, you had a question? Talk to
her. Is she in the waiting room? Hold on.
She might be in the waiting room.
Yeah, I'm letting her in now.
So it's not an either or. Derek, talk to me, sir.
Oh, waiting on that young lady. Real quick, one thing I believe I have learned, Eric, is that in the beginning, when you ask a person, right, in the beginning, when you ask a person, do you want to recruit or produce, and they give you that answer, they're answering based on their lack of knowledge. So we, as the parents, if you will, have to step up and help guide those steps and share the value of recruiting, even if they don't want to be a recruiter, the value of having their time leveraged. So that has been working for me. So those who, because everybody said, well, I don't know anybody. I'm going to wait until I get my license, and you know, all the things that you're going to hear if you're in the trenches doing this. And after a while, you just learn, okay, they just don't know what they don't know.
Derek, that's, oh my goodness. And then this is where your skill level comes in as a leader, being able to help educate them. See, that's the difference between some leaders and other people. Can you help educate people on the value and understanding building a business? They're coming with their own knowledge base. Can you, as a leader, transfer that information over? That's the difference between different people. Everybody's not at the same level of leadership skills, ladies and gentlemen. See, here's the thing. I'm going to do this. Wasn't going to, but I'm going to. Now, I'm not trying to say I'm the greatest, but I'm learning, right? I keep this reading books, The Power of Difference. I shared this before. These are books I just keep at my fingertips. Can't Fall Off the Floor, Jamie Prickett. I'm actually in that book. Woo. Deion Sanders, this is this new book right here, Elevate to Dominate. John Maxwell's new book. These are just some of the books, and I got more books that I can shake a stick at. These are just ones I keep in my reach. Then I got a library downstairs. See, I'm always learning. Can you become a better leader? That's one of the things. This class today, y'all give a master class.
Every day.
Class. Woo, and you don't realize it. Y'all are becoming experts. Now you got to go out there and apply it. See, some people say, Eric was just recruiting all the time. And Derek, you know, the other day, I kind of shared on one of the calls, I think the team call, right? Peter, Eric, all you do is recruiting. I do both, brother. Like, I offer I recruit you. I got more applications of the system than you do. So come to me with another, miss me with that one. Are y'all with me? See, some people don't have the skills to do both. I know I have the skills to do both. Most of y'all, just, man, you have conversations all the time. What did I always say about you, John?
It depends on which conversation you're talking about.
All right. When we talk about your skills, do I tell you, you got the skills to do both?
Yes.
You're one of the best salesperson I know, and you're a good team builder.
Yeah. Like, and like you said, most people don't know because of the way I tell my story. Like, I've only done personally 3 deals, but I brought hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of clients to the table and just split those deals, let other people write them.
See, because he knows how he knows how to acquire it. So if I'm sitting down, if I'm on Josh's team, I'm really sitting down trying to learn. Y'all don't miss the boat. I'm trying to learn. Some people say, well, Josh only did it because he got this other superstar on his team. First of all, he recruited the superstar. How did you recruit a superstar, Josh? Well, you wasn't even licensed. Ooh, message. Maybe I need to listen to that. Second thing, they missed all the deals that he brought to that superstar. He was bringing the deals. Oh, so just how do you acquire clients? You may want to learn, listen to Josh and figure out how he acquires clients. There's a message to that. See, some people, and here's the thing. Let me all right, I got to help y'all out. I wasn't going to talk about this, but I'm going to break it down. Permission to speak freely and help some of y'all change your business forever.
Access granted.
Yes.
Okay. You're making freaking excuses. Derek made me get this book, Extreme Ownership. Some of y'all are making excuses. So we say that he does that because of this. He's only talking about this because of this. Freak that. You're making excuse. I don't give a damn what Eric Robinson doesn't care what Billy Bob is doing. Because if Billy Bob is doing something I want to do, I'm like, I can do it. If Billy Bob can do it, I can do it. Like, Usain Bolt is the fastest man on the planet. Maybe, I don't know, somebody beat him. I'm trying to be the fastest man on the planet. So I don't care if he got 30 gold medals. It ain't something I'm caring about doing. Are y'all with me? So I don't care about his gold medal because that's not my thing. I don't care how good LeBron James is. He's the GOAT or Michael Jordan's the GOAT. It really doesn't matter. It makes good conversation, but it really doesn't matter because I'm not a professional basketball player. So when people start really criticizing what you're doing, or you are the one criticizing somebody, it's probably because you ain't doing it. See, you ain't doing it. Oh, Frank DeLeo, that's because he got here early and he's this and he got more people and if I was here, no, if you was there, you wouldn't do it. You'd be the same place. Because you know why? Because you ain't in early and you ain't doing nothing. So miss me with that BS. But I'm trying to help you. So what you got to do is you got to own your situation. You have to really own your situation. And you got to change it from, oh, that's why he did that. That's why Jock is there. He's Eric's best friend. Jock, how many times you ever heard that? You ever heard that before?
A lot of times. Like, people really think you could push a button and promote me to ED, or push a button and make production get in my agency, or push a button and make recruit show up.
Yeah, I think that's what happens. No, Jock called me. The other day, I had to call Jock. I was like, Jock, I'm calling. He said, what's up, Eric? I'm moving. I got things going on. I'm like, brother, I'm taking Nicole's plate. He said, if you're calling me, you're building your business. So Jock calls me all the time. So he's building his business. I need to turn around. He's one of my #1 producing EDs. So guess what? I better be building my business. I need to call Jock. I know he may call me, best friend. I'm calling him. It's not because he's my best friend. Some people miss. His agency, his organization is the #1 in my whole organization. If y'all was #1, I'd be calling you all the time too. I need to call Derek more often. I'm saying it publicly, right? #1 producer, recruiter, I should be blowing his phone up. Why? Because I'm building my business. See, I'm taking the ownership of that. I'm not waiting for Derek to call me. Are you picking up what I'm putting down?
Yeah, I should be calling you more too. Several times. I should be calling you more too.
You know, but it goes both ways. I can't wait. I'm trying to get somewhere. I don't care if Derek's trying to get somewhere. I know he is, but Erik Robinson's not worried about where Derek is trying to go. My #1 recruiter should be on my speed dial. Are y'all hearing this? I'm coming to y'all, telling y'all where I'm falling short at. Rodney, my wife said, Eric, man, Rodney blew it up today. I should have been calling Rodney. What? Sometimes we make the things that all life is happening. I got to walk the dogs. I got to do this. I got to do everything. Everything in life goes around and you ain't running your business. See, that's what I should have been doing. I still got to make time for my what? Business. I started the first Zoom at 8 a.m. I finished my last Zoom at 12:30. One of the gentlemen I finished my last Zoom is on the line today. And I'm going to talk about that in a couple of seconds. So I went from 8:30 a.m. to 12:30 a.m. 16 and a half hours yesterday. And back at it again. Up early in the morning. Why? Because I got somewhere to go. I'm trying to even instill with all of that going on. I still should have called more people. Because when I'm dialing, I'm building my business. When y'all calling me, you're building your business. Make sense, y'all guys?
Yes, sir.
Y'all, we can really change the game. The game is changing. You know, one thing Jamie said, like, and Darren said, I think on the ED call, he said, if we don't take advantage in this recruiting era, and what's going on now, some of y'all are going, your family's life can change forever. And some of y'all are going to let your family's last name stay the same. It's going to stay where it's always where it is. Majority of us don't have Rockefeller Centers. Majority of us don't have the Gates Foundation.
Hey, Eric, real quick, since you're talking about recruiting, can you throw out that quick FFL memo?
Oh, this is streamed live, so I don't know what one. But right now, I'll just let y'all know it's streamed live, but to the FFL, kind of stay away from them right now unless they come begging y'all to join. So I won't say no more about that because I'm live streaming it. But for the record, you know, we just want to kind of hands off on them for a little bit, okay? So whatever's going on. So just kind of putting that out there, okay? So I won't say no more about it, but y'all got the memo, all right? Got it?
Yep.
All right. So, if they come to you, make sure you get in writing, hey, I want to join your team. Get them to say they want to join your team, not you trying to heavily recruit them because they want to come over here. And there's some things going on where people are getting upset about them wanting to come over here. So don't worry. So y'all got the memo. Thank you, Jock. So with that being said, I do want to say a couple of things too is last night, I was on a call for some of y'all know we got my Hugs Media system. I'm telling y'all, we changing the game on the way we're doing it. If you're looking to take your business to the next level, you want to get on sooner than later because the pricing will change. The services right now, what we did, I learned a lot, and I'm going to share this with you when it comes to recruiting. I learned a lot over the last, since we launched with the agents, probably back in September. I think we did our first official launch, maybe right, October. We did our soft launch in October. So October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. Over the last 9 months, right? And we spent tens of thousands of dollars on the back end side, just trying to make things right. And we went through a lot of things. So I learned a lot of things, what to do, but I learned more what's not to do. Why agents aren't winning the way I want them to win, right? So it's not so much what not to do. I learned why agents aren't winning the way we want them to win. Well, guess what? I sat back and watched and studied and listened and talked and studied everything. We changed the game. So what I ended up doing is just hiring people. We hired 2 individuals ourselves. So we got 2 now people we got on that we hired them to help not only do the onboarding, but give you a personal touch to help walk you through. So we got an expert who's going to help doing our onboarding, help you with the automations in the system. Then we got another gentleman who's an expert in the marketing side, who's going to actually help walk you through. So you're not getting a random, we hired some people, a staff of people before, and it was kind of random as a staffing company, and it was random. So you didn't know who you was going to get. So we narrowed it down and said, no, let's get the experts and they're going to work with you, right? So it means they got a limited number of people. So we can't take on a whole bunch of people. As we grow, we might have to bring more people on. But right now, we got a limited things because they're going to work with you hand in hand. And we got some marketing experts. So what they're going to do, help you acquire leads. You're going to have to close them, but we're going to show you how to acquire leads and generate revenue, generate traffic. That's going to be without a doubt. So instead of going out there buying leads, we're going to show you how to create and drive traffic and generate your own leads and generate your own marketing. So with that being said, go to hugsmedia.com. Then you're going to schedule an appointment, and I'm going to let y'all know where it works. The first onboarding session is about a half hour. He's going to make sure you get all your stuff together. I talked to him last night. We mastered the onboard. I'm not going to share our secret sauce on how to onboard because we now got the blueprint for onboarding you, getting you up and running. Trust me. If I was talking to him last night around 12 o'clock, he was like, Erik, if I had this, I would want to be part of this company. I'm an expert in this. I would want what y'all got in here, what y'all doing. This is what I would sign up for. Like, seriously. So I'm telling y'all, we got the system, we got the sauce. I hired the last person. We did the interview. We talked to y'all last night on last Tuesday. I hired the second person after y'all. So the first person y'all thought was great, he's online right now. Just tell y'all the difference. I got them both online right now. Jerome is here. He's in the waiting room. Also, my other guy, Julius, is here. So Julius is going to be kind of like our IT onboarding tech support. He's going to assist Jerome. Jerome got his hand raised. So I don't know if Jerome wants to say a few words, but Jerome just raised his hands. So Jerome is here. Julius is here. That's our tech team. They're now full-time workers with Hugs Media. So we got them employed. So I'm telling y'all, go to hugsmedia.com. Somebody can put it in the chat, hugsmedia.com. In 2 weeks, the price is going to change. So I'm doing to those y'all. Some of y'all rock with us. Y'all rocked and roll with us. I'm telling you, get it, because after that, it will change. And some of y'all had the service before and didn't, things didn't work out the way we wanted. I'm telling you, better get on the bandwagon, because now it's going to be game over and you will see results. You will see it. And they're going to handle the tech stuff for you, so you don't have to. That's the cool thing. We got them to handle a lot of the tech support for you, so you don't have to. All you got to do is be able to answer your leads when they come in, pick up the phone and talk to them, be able to close the deals. That's going to be on you. And watch what's going to happen. One sale pays for the whole system for the whole year. I'm just trying to tell you. You get 1 or 2 deals, the whole system is paid for the year. then everything else is gravy. So with that being said, tomorrow I'm gonna go back into the recruiting recap, and you can use the system for clients and business partners either way. So tomorrow I'm going to hit y'all going back into the recruiting training series, but I wanted y'all to understand this. It's both. It's both, right? If you look at Experior, their income is going up. Everybody's income is going up. Some people just crossed over, 2 people just crossed over 750,000. They got a larger team, right? I want you to understand something. It's like, oh, you just talk recruit. Well, how you think he made $750,000 in the last 12 months? Because his team actually got clients. You don't just recruit just to recruit. We're recruiting to help build a network of people who are acquiring clients. So yes, we talk about customer acquisition all the time. If I showed y'all some of my plaques got dollar signs behind them. That means that's the number with number 3 agency. Hold on a second. I got to do this because sometimes people say, Erik, you know, y'all don't never talk about the money. Talk about the money, brother man. Y'all don't talk about the money. Y'all read this plaque, what it says, number what? Is it too shiny? It's too shiny. All right. Well, on my side, it says number 3. 2022, we're number 3 with agency premium. So it wasn't just recruits. Our agency, the first year in business, did more premium than only 2 other agencies did more premium than us in the Rios organization. Are y'all with me?
And again, Erik, you're talking about somebody that came in at number 3, and the people probably 10 rows below you, down to number 15, 13, and the 2 above you have probably been in the business for 10 years plus.
Oh, absolutely, Jack. Remember, that was 2022. We didn't get our first paycheck. We didn't know how to write our first deal till April of 2021. I didn't write my very first ever life insurance to April 2021. And then the following year, our agency is number 3 in the team. I'm trying to tell you, our numbers has gone up. Sometimes we may do that in 2 months. So our numbers is going up. So don't let the recruiting fool you. I want you to understand something. Build your business. Don't let somebody talk you off your square, worried about y'all recruit because they don't understand the business. All right. The business is both clients, agents. More agents bring more clients, period. You help more agents bring more clients, period. End of story. That's the number. So we're going to do our recap. I know I went 2 minutes over. What did you get out of today's session for the last half hour? Who want to go for raise your hand? Who wants to recap?
Can I say something right quick, Erik?
Talk to us, Marcella, even though you're
when you were talking about the back office where you said that, you know, and I was telling Andre that it's like they did something new. I had to send like a request to join the community, things like that. But I love it. I love everything about it. And this morning I was listening to a minister online, Keon Henderson out of Houston, and he was talking kind of like what you was talking about, ways to just have your mind just change so things will happen in your life. And one of the books that he talked about, was the Art of War. And I was like, I got that book. So you should have saw me getting up, running through the house to find this book. So this is what I'm going to be doing today, is reading this book. This book I won it at one of the conferences up there. And that is the thing that I'm doing now. I'm constantly resetting because it seems like when I try it this way, it's not working. Try it this way. And that's why I call y'all so much. I hope y'all don't think it's upline abuse, but it's just sometimes I feel like I just get stuck in a rut. But I just appreciate all the valuable information that you guys bring every morning.
And Marcella, no way are you upline abusing. Man, you are truly amazing. And that book was a BMW event that you attended at one of our conferences. So yes, you truly are a business-minded woman.
Woo. Yeah, you can't, Marcel, you drove from Texas like twice. It ain't no abuse to somebody who drive Texas twice to attend the event. Man, you can call me anytime. I'm sorry. I ain't sorry. Tawana Chisley, talk to what you get.
Take ownership of what you need to do, who you are, and make it happen.
Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Woo! Dynasty Chicago. Dynasty, you're supposed to say something because you went to the Chicago event. You're supposed to come back and let us know how it went. You was
You did.
there.
You missed it,
I
Erik.
did yesterday. You wasn't there
here.
yesterday? Oh.
Rewind the Alpine. Dynasty and Superstar Council. Bring it to us.
Well, I wanted to say to go along with the recruits that Jamie mentioned on the CEO tech. And I really felt that one because that's something I have done. Don't get tired. Do not get tired when you get one recruit. I know we got to market, we got to travel, we have to talk to so many people. And when you finally get a recruit or one deal, it's kind of like you're tired or you wore out or, you ready to give up a little bit. And I just feel like just don't give up at all. And don't say you tired. Don't be tired just off one recruit or two or three.
Love it.
I love it, Dynasty. I'm telling you, and if you get the hug system, it's going to help automate it. And we got some master gurus to help you do recruiting for clients and for business partners. I'm telling you, use technology to make it easy, y'all. I'm gonna make that video available to some of y'all so y'all can see in case y'all missed it. But yes, Mr. Troy Gandy. All right, Troy Gandy.
You're muted, Troy. You're muted.
There we go. Okay, sorry about that. I just wanted to say that I was listening to Derek, and the first thing he came out with was treat every day just the same. So we always need to be working and always promoting, and then the fact that we need to be promoting our team because that helps us get blessed by default. So it doesn't necessarily always have to be about us. And then the other thing was that the recruiting and the as far as and learning the business is one and the same, and they both come the same. And what I liked about that is the fact that I actually had a conversation with one of my associates that I brought on, and she was like, well, they always talk about recruiting. And I said, well, as fiduciaries, we always do what's in the best interest of the client anyway. So if we just focus on the system, because you just you thought you were wanting to do more of writing with your own pen, once you got licensed. I said, well, get the license first and then focus on, the production. I said, and if you're going through the, the system and you're doing a green sheet, there's no way in the world if someone says, okay, well, I'm looking at this. And I said, well, I just need to make some money. And they themselves say, what their needs are. As a fiduciary, you do what's in the best interest of the client. So it's going to come by default, whether you want it or not. And once somebody says that they do want to join to make some money, you're going to have to go ahead and roll them. And then, their need may be greater than yours in what they're trying to accomplish. So therefore, if they see the production in it and, bringing other members on and helping them with their production, I said, you won't be able to stop this train if you wanted to. So.
Woo, Troy, you said something because yesterday on the Rios ED meeting, Lucy Medina told her story from Canada, how she came to Canada, and she said she was an immigrant, single mom, had to leave her kid to make a better life for herself, left her son back home. She came over here as a caregiver and did caregiving for like 8 years, and she got introduced to insurance business. She now just crossed over $200,000 in income as a single mom still. $200,000 in income. She said majority of her team, she did that as a senior manager. She said I was a six-figure earner as an SFA, as $200,000 income earner as a senior manager. And she said I just became executive director. She said majority of my team were my clients. She says a lot of my clients were single moms. Majority of my team were clients. So you talk about that. your clients, her team built through her clients. You listen to most of the top producers, they were clients. And then they became introduced. James, like, I was a client. And somebody said, hey, you can make money doing this too, the CEO. So it goes hand in hand, Troy. If you're doing the right thing for your clients, you're going to be recruiting anyway, because you see they need some extra income. Why not recruit them and give them an opportunity as a fiduciary? I love the way you put that, Troy.
That's right. It's impossible to do one without the other.
You don't get one without the other. It's going to happen by default if you're doing your thing.
Yep.
You got your hand raised. Talk to us.
Yes, sir. It was a couple things that made me think back. Remember in the car business, we always had something called the B-bag bus? And they always used to say, I'll be right back. I'm coming back. Remember the B-bag bus?
The B-bag bus never came back. If it did come back, it wasn't
never
full
came back. But the other thing I was thinking about was what you're talking about, recruiting. Then I got one last point at that. Recruiting to me is nothing but customer acquisition. Every time you see a commercial, what is it? Recruiting is customer acquisition.
Mhm.
Whenever you say, I don't like recruiting and that stuff, but you'll recruit for everybody that you buy something from. You're doing customer acquisition. You're recruiting. Even your friends and family recruit you. Because even if it meant you a movie that you like, that you want them to come see, they recruited you. They recruited you because that's what they say, oh man, I would have to go and get it. So you recruited them. You recruited them.
And you get recruited to a birthday party. Hey, Johnny's having a birthday party, and you go out and buy a gift to bring little Johnny to the birthday party. Come on, man.
You recruited
customer acquisition. That's what it is.
And the last thing I want to thank this, I want to tell you too, Eric, that I always thought that's me. I never cared what somebody else did. Because I had this one thing. I said, what you do don't fill up my pockets. When you eat a sandwich, it don't fill me up. I still be hungry while you full. So how can I acquire the things that you have? So what everybody ever showed, I remember I got a buddy. He got the best Mercedes out there. I used to always tell him, I said, man, that's my future. Then I would ask him, hey man, how did you do that? I will find out, try to get the information, because the information fuels your transformation. So if you don't have no information, you cannot transform. That's the one thing I was thinking about, brother, when I listened to all this stuff, man. Thank you, sir.
Don't hate on him. Ask him how he did it. Most people don't do that, Stephen. They sit back and hate on him. Like, oh, who he think he is, right? Instead of saying, how did you do it? Derek Holston, the Marinepreneur, talk to us, sir.
Hey, real quick. And Troy, by the way, if you listen, mark my time out loud, okay? I want to stay always within the 2 minutes and be respectful, all right? So call it out, 30 seconds, 10 seconds, whatever it is. All right, so first thing I want to say, Troy brought it up. I mentioned Happy Hump Day. I hope I didn't offend anybody. That was not my intent. It's never my intent to offend anyone. It's just that what I'm saying is that it's a wonderful thing to have control of your schedule, right? You still got to work. I could retire today if I wanted to, but I'm not close to where I want to be. So it's nice to operate from a place of not being miserable, like when I was at certain jobs, that type of thing. But anyway, that no offense there. We get a lot of education, right? And Stephen Shorter talked about this, and the information is fantastic, but you got to apply it. You got to get good. The only way you're going to get good is by doing it. Jacques Vaughn is a musician, for example. I don't play any instruments, okay? I play basketball. But if I told Jacques I want to play whatever instrument, he said, Derek, I think you'd be good at this. He can teach me, and I can write it down, and I can go through the motions. But until I get good, when it sounds like music, that's for me practicing when he's not there. So you got to get good. You got to get out here and practice everything that you learn. And that's how I got good at recruiting, because you get more confident. You have those conversations in the shower. You have those conversations with yourself, your role playing. So you get good at it, all right? Practice, and you do that through action. When I go through this too, right? People that don't want to recruit, and we talked about this earlier, most people don't. So what I let them know is this, is that you're going to hear about recruiting. All fine organizations are recruiting. The WNBA just recruited Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, Cameron Brink, right? That doesn't mean that it stops there. The point is that all organizations are recruiting. If it's not your thing, then just take off the shelf what you can use. And what I know for a fact is that once they hear it, well, first of all, they're not going to be deterred away from that, all right? But they're going to also be in and they're going to take to it. And then finally, God can't bless the steps you're not taking. So you got to take the steps. And if you want that blessing. So with that, I'm done. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Annie Willie with the recap. What you got, Annie?
Yeah, good morning, everyone. Yeah, Mr. Holson, first of all, I've always heard you talk about that background that I also have, which is property management. I've done that for like 13 years. You know what? You may be miserable, but remember, it was one of the best jobs we had. And remember, that's how you get good at recruiting, because leasing the apartments, whether you're a manager or leasing agent, we are recruiting, right? So that makes us good recruiters, and that makes us very, very patient. Because if you can deal with those people there in the property, you can deal with anybody. And my takeaway today is what Mr. Erik said. The more agents you have, the more business opportunity. Thank you for allowing me to share.
Thank you, Annie, so much, so much. Keith, got your hand up. Talk to us, sir.
Good morning. Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, can't get my camera on. I'm out here on my morning muse. First of all, I want to thank you guys for this every morning. I get out here and I walk and I just listen. I'm new to the company. And so, but I couldn't hold my tongue this morning. So I want to hit you with 3 things that I learned today. 1, master the basics. 2, trust the process. 3, work works. Thank y'all.
Thank you for sharing, sir. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for being here. And Rita Brown, downtown Rita Brown, take us home with the recap, y'all.
All right. When you're out, identify people that have a good skill set. Keep your antennas up. They may be good for your business. Collaboration goes a long way. Start at the beginning. If you skip a step, you will find yourself falling, and you eventually have to go back to step 1. Follow the system. An expert is someone who masters the basics. Your basics is your foundation. It's not the height of your knowledge, but the depth of your conviction. Constantly work on your personal development, your mindset. Have a conversation with people. VGO leads to growth and production. When you put yourself in business, people are going to expect excellence. There is a difference between MLM and builder's company. We are a builder's company with systems in place. We got the blueprint to training. It's not an either or. You're going to need deals and recruits. Leaders have to help educate. Some people make excuses. Own your situation. Take ownership. If we don't take advantage of this recruiting era, we will miss out. We recruit to build a network of clients. More agents bring more clients.
Woo! Thank you, Rita Brown. Don't know how you do it, but I'm so glad you do, and I'm so glad you do it with us. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, have an amazing day on purpose.